Hi viewers, you welcome back to my channel. Let's talk with purpose. It's all about positivity, it's all about sharing the light, and it's all about helping people discover their purpose. Now with me today I have God's Nation. He is a gospel artist. I have an interesting topic that we would want to, discuss and talk about.
Yeah.
So God's Nation, what's the topic for today? Can you please help us out?
Okay, so our topic for today is the difference between being successful and being fulfilled.
Okay.
Successful and fulfillment.
Okay, so let's start with being successful. What's your take on being successful? If someone is successful, what does it really entail?
So, for us to have a proper understanding of success, I would want us to look at the word success itself, the meaning of success. So,
Okay,
just a minute, I want to read this out.
okay,
So, the meaning of successful: accomplishing a desired aim or result.
okay,
Accomplishing a desired aim or result. The focus should be on a successful outcome. So that is the meaning of being successful.
okay,
To accomplish a desired aim
okay,
or result, what you have desired to become. Okay, this is what I want to do.
mm-hmm.
You get it? And if you are able to manifest that, then you are successful.
Okay,
You get it?
okay. So what of fulfillment?
Okay, so fulfillment is the achievement of something desired, promised, or predicted. So these two words, like, they are similar, but they are not the same.
Can you help us out with that? If you say they are similar and not the same, what's the difference between these two now?
Okay, so let's look at the words that was used to describe or to explain fulfillment. You understand? It goes a little bit deep. It said that the achievement of something desired, success has that. You understand? Promise or predicted. Now, you can also promise yourself that at the age of this is what I want to become.
Yeah.
You understand? And you can also predict your future. You understand? But then your future can be predicted for you.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
future can be predicted for you, and then promise can be given to you also by someone.
Okay.
You understand? Promise can be given to you by someone. So these two words, though they look the same, but they are not the same. Success is a stepping stone to fulfillment.
Okay.
Success is a stepping stone to fulfillment. You can be successful but not be fulfilled.
Can you go a bit deeper with that?
You can be a successful person but not be a fulfilled person.
How?
When you look at success, it's something that one desires and aims at and then go for it. So you can, like, let's say this podcast here, the purpose of this podcast is to share knowledge and information to people.
Okay.
So today we are having a recording session. So we can have a very successful recording. You understand?
Yeah.
Because that is the aim. We want to record. So we can have a very successful recording. But then if whatever we have recorded here is not able to meet the needs of the viewers, then we are not fulfilled.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
Though we had a successful shoot,
Yes.
but we are not fulfilled because the purpose of this is to enlighten people.
Yeah.
So are people blessed when they listen to this? Until they are able to benefit of whatever is recorded here,
Okay.
we as a people, we won't attain fulfillment.
Okay. So let's take it to our working environment. So if someone is to, for instance, if someone is to study business, right, and then the person at the end of the day finds him or herself in a business space, maybe say in a financial state, say a banking space, right, and the person is doing his or her day-to-day activity in the banking space, will the person feel fulfilled? Maybe that's not what the person really desired to do, but looking at the economy, that's where the money comes in from. So the person has to work, right? So he or she is doing that job, but probably that's not what he or she really wants to do. Offering service, at the end of the day, customers are being served. They've achieved their purpose. They've achieved whatever it is they wanted to put across. Now, in this case, would you say the person is being fulfilled?
So, fulfillment has to do with your God-given purpose.
Okay.
The reason why you are here on this planet. So you can find yourself in a space, you understand? Let's say like the banking sector, you can find yourself there. The question that needs to be asked is that what was predicted before your birth?
Interesting.
You get it?
Yeah.
You know, the Bible said, God said to Isaiah, he said, even before you were a clot of blood in your mother's womb, I have ordained you. His destiny, his future was predicted. So assuming Prophet Elisha or Jeremiah came and he was a serious politician, he would have been a successful human being, but not a fulfilled human being. Because that is not his calling. So when you look at the definition of fulfillment, it includes predicted, promised. So you can be working at the banking sector, but the question is that what you were brought on here on earth to do?
Yeah.
Is that the reason why you are here? If that is the reason why you are here, then you can do it and be fulfilled. But if that is not your reason, you will do it, but you will not find fulfillment in it. You get it? See, we can have a very successful person here, and someone who in the eyes of people, like, he's very successful, he has got all the money, blah blah blah, because in this world, that is what we call as success. You understand? We term as success, because you need to have physical things to prove that you're successful and all that. So we can have somebody like that, and we can have somebody who doesn't have all these things to show, but that person has been able to bring forth a lot of great people, and that person will be more fulfilled than the person who is successful. You understand? Because the purpose for that person who doesn't have the material things to show forth his success is that he should bring or raise kings.
Okay.
And when he is able to understand that this is my purpose, and he is able to do that, achieve that, he's fulfilled. But the person who has got money, you understand, and can show things for it, may not be fulfilled, because that person is stuck at success. So you should ask, why do I have this money? What is the purpose for these riches that God has given me? And what is my purpose? You see, I keep using the word purpose on earth. So now, if you come to that realization, then you know that, okay, I have this money because I need to help so and so. I need to build this facility for this community. And if you're able to do that, you attain fulfillment. And the problem is that a lot of people get stuck with success and forget about fulfillment. But then success is a stepping stone to fulfillment. Let me give you this example. We are going to use Joseph.
Okay.
Joseph,
in the Bible,
it was predicted that he would become the head of his family. You understand? But then there was no way Joseph would have manifested that greatness if he didn't master the art of interpreting dreams. So, in order for him to become the prime minister, for his future that was predicted to him to come to manifest, he needed to master the art of interpreting dreams. You get it? So when he was successful at that, and that led him to his main purpose.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, yes.
His main purpose. So a lot of people get stuck with success and don't pursue fulfillment. They think fulfillment is success. No, they are two different things. You see, as a woman, it has been predicted, or as human beings, it has been predicted for us to get married. You understand? So you can have a successful wedding and be married. But if that marriage is not bringing out the purpose of God in your lives, you won't be fulfilled.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
You won't be fulfilled.
Okay, so my next question is, how do one find his or her purpose?
How do you find?
How do you come to a realization and know that this is what I was brought here on earth to do? Because most people find it difficult pinpointing at that particular thing, that particular gift in them, before even thinking of nurturing it. So they end up walking in a different path, and at the end of the day they achieve success, but then they are not fulfilled. So how do we go about it?
I think everybody knows what, let me say, some people know what they want to do. You understand? And for you to be able to identify what you were brought on earth to do, you need a parental help. The Bible said, if the foundation be broken, what can the righteous do? And your earthly parents are your foundation. You understand? A parent is supposed to look at the child and tell that this is what my child will do, even without the idea
This is
of the
interesting.
child.
Okay.
You see, I made a reference in the Bible that God said to Jeremiah that even before you were formed, I knew you and I ordained you a prophet. So the power to make is in the mouth of our parents. You get it? So for
Interesting.
one to be able to identify their purpose, number one, they need the help of their parents to guide them. And some people, when they are growing after they've been through school, that is when they now based on the knowledge they've acquired during school, they can now say, okay, this is what I want to do. You understand? So you see, the moment you land on this plane, this earth, there's something that goes on till you die. It is the soul transformation. You get it?
Okay.
The soul transformation comes by education, informing the mind. You understand? The knowledge you acquire makes you who you are. So you can be born or ordained doctor from the heaven.
Yeah.
But when you come to this plane, you need education to shaping your mind in that aspect. You get it? So some people, after they have gone through education, then they now realize that, okay, this is what I was brought on here to do. You get it? And with the support of the parents, they can be able to manifest their true identity. And some people too, they know this is what I was brought on earth to do. But then again, we are living in a society whereby we look down on gifts. In this our part of the world, we look down on talent. Oh, me, I want to be a farmer. Oh, we look down on things. So everybody is trying to live on the survival like mentality. So what I have to survive. But you see, we were not created to survive. We were created to live. There's difference between surviving and living. Surviving means you don't have enough. But living is manifesting your entire existence, being yourself. And in this part of the world, because of survival mentality, a lot of people are not able to manifest their true purpose. Because, okay, Ubabeko, you want to be a doctor. There's nobody helping you or financing your education for you to become that doctor. So what do you have to do? You have to venture into another thing.
And by so doing, you'd end up at being successful and not being
fulfilled.
Interesting.
You get it? Because we think the end goal is money. But the end goal is not money. The end goal is people, impact. What kind of impact are you making? The Bible said a grain remains alone until it dies. You understand? So we were brought here to impact one another. This generation is supposed to impact the next generation and the next generation. So when God took the people of Israel from the land of Egypt, whatever miracle he did, he said they should write it down so that it will be passed on to the next generation. God is much more interested in legacy. So we are brought on earth to leave a legacy, to leave a footprint, not to be successful materially and then just die.
Okay, so if based on your last statement, can you also say it's better to live a fulfilled life than living a successful life, or you think they both work in alignment, like they move together? First you have to be successful before you can be fulfilled, or you can just be fulfilled and not be successful.
It is impossible. It's like it's like you saying you are going to give birth, but then you don't want to, like a woman, you don't want to have a sexual intercourse with your husband before for him to release a seed in you. It is impossible to be fulfilled without being successful. That is why we have something called short-term goals and long-term goals.
Okay.
You get it?
Uh-huh.
Short-term goals, you become successful at reading. Maybe your long-term plan is to become a journalist. So your first step, go to a journalism school. If you are able to succeed with first term, second term, maybe level 1, level 2, then you graduate, then you are getting close. So you become successful until you become fulfilled. So you cannot skip the route, like, no, it's a step. So I said success is a stepping stone to fulfillment. But the problem is a lot of people get stuck as being successful.
Wow.
You get it?
That's interesting. That's interesting. So at the end of the day, one cannot be fulfilled without being successful.
Yes.
And one cannot be successful without being fulfilled.
And one can be successful and not be fulfilled.
Which is an error. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Excuse me. One can be successful and not be fulfilled. So that is why you hear, and this rich man shot himself and is dead. Because like he's got everything, but like when he looks deep within, there's a void. Because human beings are purposeful beings, like God created us for a purpose. So if you're not able to live and manifest that purpose, you live with a void.
That's interesting. Okay, viewers, we've heard from God's Nation the difference between being successful and being fulfilled. Me personally, I want to live a fulfilled life, and I'm sure you definitely want to live a fulfilled life. We've come to the end of this show or this podcast, and I would love us all, please and please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share, and drop a comment. Until then, it's bye for now.